Okay, now let the fun begin. Color. You might say, well, there's lots of colors already on here, so now we're gonna create something with all this fabulous paper. Let's see, what do I feel like? I love fall, and I love the fall colors. I'm gonna probably stick with some of these colors that are in here. So I like to use my Caran d'Ache water-soluble crayons. If any of you have ever worked with me, know that I just absolutely love, love, love my Caran d'Ache water-soluble crayons. So if you're not familiar with how these work, basically they work like a paint. You can use them as a crayon or you can use them as paint. I've used them as both. So I start with just coloring my canvas. Okay, color right over it. And what's nice is that it's like a water, it's somewhat translucent, or you can make it somewhat translucent so that even though you're adding color to your canvas, some of these things are going to show through, and that's what's really cool about them. So I'm just coloring around my border. Looks messy, doesn't it? Looks real messy. And it will for a little while, and then somehow it just comes together in the end. And even if you cover over some of the sayings there, you know that they're there. These hidden beautiful messages. I mean, in here it says, become more vibrant with time. Every day contains at least one small miracle. It's just beautiful. I mean, these are beautiful things that are on this paper, and they're hidden almost like a secret. Okay. Then next, I think I'm going to do some yellow ochre. Sorry, the color that I used before was, this color is called olive. Alright. And this one is ochre. Alright, so a little bit of ochre. And that butterfly's going to show through, even though we're putting ochre over it. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take a slightly darker color. This one is raw umber, and I'm just going to take it and go around my edge, almost like if you were creating a frame. And if you can't see, I'm basically just going around. My canvas is 12 by 12, so it looks like the size of a tile, like a floor tile. Okay? And I'm basically creating a frame with this darker color, raw umber. Doing the bottom too. Okay, now we're going to take a nice big brush and we're going to take some water. Dip your brush into water, and now you're going to start diluting the color that's on the canvas, the crayon, turning it into paint. Okay, and I'm going around the frame that I just did, the really dark color. I want it to stay dark on the edges. I don't want it to mix in with the lighter colors that I have, so I'm working on that first. And then from there I'm going to move on to the next color, the lighter color, the olive. And I'm going to rinse my brush because I want the yellow ochre to remain yellow ochre, so I don't want to mix in my olive with it. But as I get close to the edge, then I'll blend it in. So if you can see that the paper is still showing through. So it doesn't completely cover it, but when you add color, it kind of just makes the canvas look more uniform. You know, it doesn't look like everything is all different color mishmash of paper. You can have a project like that, but in this particular case, I didn't want that. I want the paper to show through, but I wanted to look almost as if I had just put one piece of paper on it with the texture of many pieces, if that makes any sense. Okay. So now there's going to be parts of this video that I just fast forward through, especially when I'm using my blow dryer. I'm sure y'all don't want to hear my blow dryer going. Alright, so this is one of those moments. I take my blow dryer and I'm going to dry all the wetness. Okay. Alrighty. Now, have you guys ever worked with a brayer? Oh, thank you, Tamara Laporte. This is a brayer, and I'm going to show you guys what it does. I use it with gesso. You can use it with paint. I'm sure you can use it with anything, but I like it with gesso. So I use the white gesso, and I just apply random little blobs all around, and it kind of, the reason why I like the brayer is because it gives it kind of a distressed look. Okay? And you might be thinking like, oh no, look at all that white all over that canvas. One thing you have to be careful of that I noticed with the brayer is that when you have paper down on your canvas, you have to be careful that you don't brayer too much because it will start to lift the paper. Okay, and basically what it does is it picks up and puts back the paint. So if you notice, it's kind of spreading all around. And there's going to be more color going on here, so you might be thinking like, wow, she added all that color, and now she's making her canvas white again. Oh, but just wait. This canvas will end up juicy with color and texture, and in mixed media, that's a good thing. Okay, so if you notice, it's kind of, if you look at it, and probably back at home while you're working with yours, it just gives it a distressed look. I love my brayer. Okay, so that's the brayer. Alright, covering my gesso because we're going to be needing this in a little while again. Alright, so now what we're going to work with is spray ink. Next step. I don't know if you've ever worked with spray ink before, but boy is it fun. It can be a little addicting. I'm looking for my color. I have an olive green color that's super fantastic, and it has like a glimmer, like a golden glimmer. And these are by Tattered Angels, Glimmer Mist, and it's acid-free, non-toxic, and their website is www.mytatteredangels.com. This is called Olive Vine. Alright, 2 ounces, $6.99. I paid $6.99 for it a little while ago. Haven't bought inks in a while, so I don't know if that's still the price. But anyway, so You want to protect your workspace from the ink, so maybe get a piece of scrap paper, which I'm going to use a piece of this to kind of catch the overspray, right? Because I don't want to spray my whole work area with ink. Alright, so here we go. We just spray. Alright, right over the white. And I'm going to do my corners. So pretty. I love this color. You could just see if, I don't think the camera can pick this up, but you see like when you spray it, like all this gold shimmer, you know. Oh, if you get the chance, get yourself, even if it's just one bottle, and just play. You're going to want to spray everything. It's just so much fun. This is one of my favorite colors. It's called Polka Dot Pink, and I only have a drop left. I got to get more. If I had more, it would definitely be included in this project because I just love, love, love it. So instead, I'm going to use Ruby Slipper. Give this a little shake, and we are going to work with stencil. So for this project, I'm going to place my stencil right here, and I hope you guys can see that. Okay, and then I'm going to spray my hand too, I guess, huh? Probably should have taken off my ring. My husband's going to kill me. Maybe perhaps I should get some paper towel. Okay. So now that my fingers are red, which my fingers always have something on it, whether it's paint or Mod Podge or ink. So, alrighty. Oh, I just love this color. This is fantastic. Alright. Let's not get too crazy here. That's what happens when you use spray ink. Spray ink and a brayer, both addicting. Okay, remove that. Ooh, pretty. Alright. Put this aside. Wash it later. Any of you guys know me, I like to have stuff neat and clean all the time, and that doesn't make sense for an artist, right? I'm an organized painter. Alright, so now I am going to dry this